In today's fast and noisy world, many of us are searching for peace, meaning, and identity. But what if the answer were never lost? What if they were always here, passed silently from generation to generation? This video is a journey into Sanatan Dharma. When we talk about Sanatan Dharma, we are not talking about a religion that began on a particular date or was founded by a single person. Sanatan Dharma means that which is eternal, something that has no beginning and no end. It is not just about rituals, temples, or scriptures. It is a way of life, a way of understanding the universe, nature, society, and the self. Now let's understand the ancient root of Indian civilization. Thousands of years ago, when much of the world was still discovering agriculture and settlement, the Indian subcontinent was already has to one of the world's oldest urban culture, that is called the Indus Valley Civilization. Cities like Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, and Dholavira saw a society that was well planned, deeply connected to nature, advanced in water management, focused on cleanliness and order. These people live in harmony with their surroundings. They respected river, animal, trees, and cycles of nature. Indus Valley and spiritual connectivity. Archaeological findings from the Indus Valley Civilization reveal symbols and the practices that feels strangely familiar even today. Seals shown figures in yogic postures, symbol resembling the Shiva Pasupati from reverence for animals like the bull, importance of water and ritual bathing. Why historians debate exact connections, and many scholars believe that these practices represent early spiritual traditions that later evolved, not vanished. Sanatan Dharma did not suddenly appear, it grew, transformed, and flowed just like a river. Now let's talk about the Vedic age. Knowledge becomes oral tradition. As time passed, these spiritual ideas became more structured during the Vedic period. The Vedas were not written immediately, they were heard, memorized, and transmitted orally from teacher to student. That is why they are called Shruti. The Veda spoke about the unity of universe, cosmic order, balance between human nature and the divine, inner realization rather than blind belief. There was no focused conversion, no single path. Truth was considered one, but paths were many. Dharma, the core idea. At the present Sanatan Dharma lies Dharma. Dharma does not means religion in the modern sense. It means duty, moral responsibility, natural law, right way of living. Your dharma depends on who you are, where you are, what your responsibilities are. That is why Sanatan Dharma is flexible, inclusive, and deeply personal. Evolution, not destruction. One of the most beautiful aspects of Sanatan Dharma is its ability to observe changes without losing its soul. From Indus Valley traditions to Vedic rituals to Upanishad philosophy to Bhakti and Yoga movement, Sanatan Dharma never rejected new ideas, instead, it questioned, refined, and accepted them. That is why you see worship of nature and formless Brahman ritual and meditation, science and spirituality coexisting. Why Sanatan Dharma is still alive. Civilizations rose and fell, empires came and went, invaders arrived, ruled and changed, yet Sanatan Dharma survived. Why? Because it is not dependent on a single book, a single prophet, a single institution. It is in festival, family traditions, yoga, meditation, daily values, respect for life. It lives inside people, not only in monuments. Today, Sanatan Dharma continues to guide millions not as a rigid system but as a living philosophy. It teaches us to seek truth, not fear questions, to respect diversity, not impose uniformity, to see the divine in all beings. In a world divided by ideology and conflict, the Sanatan Dharma reminds us of balance, tolerance, and inner peace. Sanatan Dharma is not just history, it is memory, experiences, and consequences. It began not in books but in human awareness. It grew with civilization, questioned itself, and adapted with time. And even today, it whispers the same ancient truth. The truth is one, paths are many, and the journey is eternal.